Hey everybody, it's Jenny, Princess of Katie, and may the 4th be with you guys. So I'm actually gonna do my first, I guess, story time. I don't know if that's what you call it. Okay, so a lot of you guys have known me for a long time. Some of you are new to my channel, so hi, um, and welcome. But so 16 years ago, I guess this really has to start. So, my husband and I just renewed our vows on the Disney Dream. Oh my gosh. It was on February 29th. But for those who know, our actual wedding anniversary is March 19th. So, there's a little crazy story with this, I guess. So when I met Chris, he told me I could never date an ex-cast member. No, he could never date one, but he married one. One who's wearing Ewok ears. I mean, and my Star Wars shirt. Whatever. So he could never marry, or he could never date a Disney cast member. He wasn't sure about that. Obviously, he was very, very wrong. Um, we met in February of '04, and we decided that we were dating by February 29th because, I mean, we're just kind of that weird couple. I mean, when I went to go meet his parents for the first time, he actually drove me 3 hours, mind you, 3 hours away to Walt Disney's hometown, Marceline, Missouri. Which, if you ever have a chance to go, I would say definitely go. But it is a one horse town. It is tiny, in the middle of nowhere. But oh my gosh, it was so neat. Anyway, I digress. So here's the thing. A lot of you know I'm chronically ill, and when Chris and I got engaged 16 years ago, I was given 2 to 3 years to live because of one of my major symptoms that had come on recently. With most people with this disease, unfortunately, don't make it past 2 to 3 years after they become epileptic. I've shown them. So when Chris and I first got married, we wanted to have those few years together. And so it was kind of a quick thing. Originally, I wanted to be a long engagement. We were hoping we could hold out for 4 years and get married on February 29th because we're that couple. But unfortunately, that was not in the cards. I mean, we had a gorgeous, amazing wedding in Katy, Texas, at my home church that I grew up in as a teenager, and surrounded by friends and family. It was amazing, but I was also very sick at the time. 3 days after our wedding, I was hospitalized. We knew this was coming. I was going into a physical rehab. So, we didn't have much of a honeymoon. We did that actually the weekend of my birthday, which is Labor Day weekend. And I took him to Disneyland. And he hasn't really, I mean, he's kind of a Disney fan now. I converted him, guys, which is wonderful. I mean, I think it's great. But as long as we've been together, and we would talk about, I always wanted to get married at Disney. I always wanted that Disney dream wedding. But, we didn't know if it was possible, but we always had it in the back of our head. And finally, things started falling into place over a year ago. I mean, guys, I don't know. There. Okay. So that's from the Disney fairy tale Enchanted Joy, is my wedding ring. So, obviously fan. But as as I get older, and as we were getting older and we were realizing, hey, I'm still here, I've been fighting my tushy off to be here. Uh, why didn't we try to pull off the dream wedding? It wasn't, I mean, I know Chris was appeasing me, but I also knew how much it meant to him at the same time. Because, it's a celebration of life more than anything for us. Uh, so we were on the dream, and unfortunately, it was only a 3-day cruise, but we did it back to back. And it was absolutely stunning. I mean, for Disney to surprise me is pretty hard. Because I expect amazing quality from Disney all the time. But it was so amazing. And we were weird all the way down, man. So my dress was purple. I wore a tiara. Had 9 hidden Mickeys in it. Oh, no, not again. Okay. Chris had the shirt that I have made, which is Figment. We were basically Disney bounding, and some of you guys are going to know what Disney bounding is, and some aren't. So Disney bounding is where you pick a character, any character. Now you cannot, as an adult, you cannot dress up in Disney costumes unless it's for a Halloween celebration. So people found a way around it and went, okay, well, if I wear this green dress and add a brown belt with maybe a hint of red, I'm Peter Pan. So we did that. My dress, the sides of it is very wave-like, and my brooch that I bought was a starfish. And my husband bought me a brand new necklace that had shells on it, which is also of the Disney collection. Wonder what princess that is. If anybody knows, which you should, say it down in the comments. Remember, be nice. Always be nice in my comments. Now, Chris's was a lot harder to guess because he was wearing blue slacks, navy slacks, with this Figment shirt. But on this Figment shirt was the air balloon. But somebody was missing it. Who created Figment? Yes, the dream catcher, the dream maker. He created Figment, so that was Chris. My maid of honor, who I love dearly and couldn't ask for a better bestie in the whole wide world. Casey was Jasmine. Her jewelry was perfect. And she was in this beautiful blue aqua-y color. She looked amazing. My Mimo was there, which was awesome. And she was old school Minnie Mouse in black and white polka dots. And actually somebody, we had our fish extenders for everybody that was with us, and they got just some pixie dust, and it happened to be Mimo got some Minnie Mouse ears, which was awesome. And she wore them, which, yes. And my mom was Nala, so very, very beautiful. I was so happy with it. And we felt so blessed with everything that we still have and that we fight for every day. That's kind of why this channel is here. People have questions about how I deal with chronic illness, and that's why I haven't done a video. I haven't been feeling up to it. Yes, okay, I look good. Guys, makeup. All makeup. I don't want y'all to see what I look like. But I'm definitely always willing to answer questions. I do my little movie reviews because I love movies so, so much. And I'm very passionate about what I love. And they're not actual reviews because, let's be honest, that's not what I do. I look at it as a video clerk because that is something I did too. So even if I don't like something, I will probably tell you what type of people would. Um, Always leave out movies, TV series that you might want me to watch. I will watch anything, which scares me because Chris is still looming a movie over me and I'm not quite ready for. Um, but I will watch it. So that's the other thing. I also do unboxings. Um, this my latest Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, guys. I'm sorry I didn't do an unboxing because I've been having a hard time just kind of dealing with my little flare up. We are good, no virus here, just my little flare up. So I will show you what I got anyway because it's freaking amazing. Oh my gosh, 80s, come back. Okay, so I got an Oliver and Company backpack purse, which of course Chris hates, guys, but I don't care because I love them. Now, his calves are too big, so he won't steal these, thank goodness. And I got Incredible Hulk socks. I left everything in here because it's just easier. Oh, that was from, not technically from this. You Magnet of Stitch! It's my Butchie Boo! Actually, no, it's not my Butchie Boo's in the other room. And then this wonderful, wonderful necklace, which is Lily & Co., which I love. Let's see if I can do this since I'm doing this kind of without my camera and using my phone because it's just, at this moment, I don't have anything to edit and easily without kicking my husband off the computer, and he's working from home. We've been so blessed by that. Okay, here we go. Lily & Company Co. or Lily & Co. And it does, you can't read it. Okay. So I really love this. Oh, that's because it flipped over. Of course it did. But this is one of the things I like to say a lot because I am a dreamer and it didn't show up. Sorry, guys. But I don't want to give up on that. I mean, what would it be like if we did? And that's not a good place to be. So, I do, every day I wake up, I feel blessed. I know that sounds stupid and cheesy. And I also feel the reason it took me so long to do this video is I feel my heart goes out to anybody that had to cancel, their trips, their weddings. It's heartbreaking for me. And so it took me the courage to bring this out because I've been there when things are canceled because it's beyond our control, and it just kind of gets to me a little. But when I say that Chris and I are kind of outside the box and told you we were Disney bounding, so I didn't tell you our music selection. One of the songs we picked, I'm sad because I didn't get to hear it because it was playing while everybody was getting into their seats and everything was getting ready for me to come down the aisle. And you guys who know me really well will know that typically I will not pick what we would call the radio version of a Disney song. Guys, I couldn't help it. The song is amazing. From the minute I heard it, I was just in love with it. It's just amazing. Thank you, Panic at the Disco, for our song from Frozen 2, Into the Unknown. Brandon Urie, that's amazing. Like, what the heck? I never say that. I always like the animated version better, and I'm sorry, Idina. I love you with all my heart, following your career since I was in high school. Let's age myself a little. And I mean, a long, long time ago, I'm not going to mention the musical because, we don't want to know how old I am. But Brandon, Yuri, wow, I love that song. And then we did, Now I See the Light from Rapunzel, which is what I walked down to. And that's Chris's favorite scene of a Disney movie, I'm pretty sure. And then we said our vows, and it was really sweet. Unfortunately, nothing was recorded, and that was my fault. Then, of course, if you know me well, and it is the 4th, we walked out to Star Wars New Hope Throne Room. Yeah, I come by these so easily. Our cake was amazing. So anybody planning and you like chocolate and you like peanut butter, you're doing the Disney cruise, totally do that cake. It's amazing. It is spectacular. And I was so worried it'd be too rich, and I just adored it. And of course my husband adored it. I mean, I picked it out mainly for him. Our cake, we cut our cake to Peter Gabriel, down to the ground from Wall-E. I mean, we are weird, guys. Like, nothing about this is normal. Our dance, because we didn't really dance, was Phineas and Ferb, Love Handle. Again, not again. Which is, You Snuck Your Way Right Into My Heart. So, again, very silly. The last song, the next song was sung by my mother. One, because she used to sing it to me all the time when I was little, and I just loved it, and was one of her favorites too. And then the other reason was it was Walt Disney's favorite song. And every Friday he'd go to the Sherman Brothers office at the end of the work week. He would sit down on the couch, and the Sherman Brothers would play Feed the Birds. And then the very, very last thing he heard right before we walked out to take our pictures was the Disneyland closing, when the park closes, and tells you to have a magical evening and hope to see you soon. And they sing, the Mickey Mouse Club theme song. But I couldn't have wished for more. Would I have liked to have done this the first time around? No. And here's why. Chris wasn't a fan yet. He would have just been doing it because that's what I wanted. And I don't think we would have been as crazy and as loose and free when it came. Everything we did had a meaning. Every song we picked had a meaning. I had 4 hidden Mickey crystals in my bouquet because technically we've only been dating for 4 years. We've had 4 anniversaries, but we've been married for 15. Explain that. Everything had a point, had a meaning for us. Even down to the plush Dumbo that my Meemaw was holding. That was the first Disney plushie I was ever given. And it was given to me by Meemaw and Grandpa when I think they went to Disneyland. And so when Grandpa passed, I actually went on a Disney cruise, and it just happened to be on the Fantasy, and there's Dumbo. And I had bought a Pandora bracelet charm from Disney World, and it was the Dumbo ride. So for me, Dumbo will always be a connection to both of them, even though my nickname is Pooh Bear. And yes, I'm saying this to my goddaughter. We gave you my nickname. Now I have lots of goddaughters out there, and until they're of age and they give me the consent, they will never be named. They all have their own little nicknames. And I do have 2 birthdays coming up, so very soon. So one's going to be really early, so a happy birthday to Snow, or Snow White. Your mama will know. And oh my gosh, happy birthday to my Cindy, or Cinderella, for those who don't know. She's actually of age, but I kind of like calling her Cindy. So we'll see what happens. If y'all like this video, I really, really hope you did. If you want to watch some of my my reviews on movies, I'm even doing TV series. Let me know, guys, in the comments. I do read them. Just keep it kind, always. I'm very passionate about things. I mean, I'm an actor, for goodness sakes. So, like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to know every time I upload. I'm trying to do better. It's been a little hard. I'll get back to my camera soon. I have been watching some movies to review. I've watched a TV series, Pooh Bear. It'll be up soon because it was her request. What else? I've been watching a lot of documentaries, a lot of true crime. I'm kind of all over the place, but that's me. The reason I keep asking for movies is because I lean towards horror, Disney, which I'm gonna go ahead, and I hate doing it, but that includes Marvel and Star Wars, and also anything true crime. Those are where I lean. So I like everything. I like action. I like foreign. I'm a little bit pickier about my foreign, but I like them. So definitely help me out, guys. I think that's all for now. Definitely love you guys. Stay enchanted. And I will see you soon.